Hey, my fellow people, welcome to Astrology for Elevate Your Thinking, the channel where we speak about astrology, spirituality, and philosophy. Let's begin. We're going to be speaking about what does the third house represents in Vedic astrology, because in this channel and what we discuss and what I speak about is based on Vedic astrology. Western astrology is what people usually from the United States follow. It's Western. Eastern, where India is at. This is where Vedic astrology is profoundly studied. They even have schools like everywhere in India about Vedic astrology. There's Vedic astrology everywhere where you get your readings done. So I built knowledge, I learned knowledge, I researched knowledge, I read knowledge on Vedic astrology. So now I'm kind of just living it, and I think about it all the time. And this Vedic astrology is known as Jyotish over there, but globally it's known as Vedic astrology. And if you don't know your Vedic astrology chart, I have a link in the description box where you could type in your information, your date of birth, your location of birth, and your time of birth, and it will calculate your Vedic astrology chart. So you need to know what planets are sitting in the third house, what sign is in the third house, where the third lord is going in your chart. And every planetary alignment in your chart, you need to know this in order for you understand astrology, in order for you to be a part of this, because you are a part of this and you're awesome. You're amazing. Okay, and if you want to get a Vedic astrology consultation done by me personally, I have different options, and it's going to be in the description box below. In my website, click on it. It will take you directly to the consultation, and I will personally love to read your chart, because this is what I do. This is my lifestyle. I breathe astrology. Now, let's begin. What is the third house in astrology? Third house represents communication, represents your self-effort. Where are you putting your effort in? We all have efforts, each individual in this world, but where is it going to? In manifestation is your siblings and friends. Why is siblings and friends connected with communication? Well, because your siblings and friends are the ones who helped you develop your communication. When you first, when you came into this world, the first people that you actually interacted with, mostly growing up, was your sibling. And that's for every individual. Your siblings was there, your friends was there to communicate. Third house represents hands and skills of hands, like a pianist. Anything that requires your hands, that's third house. Even cooking, anytime you have with your hand, it's third house. It's skills. But it's mainly where your effort is going to. And if you want to see what type of friends and the personality of your siblings going to be, you need to look at what sign is sitting in the third house. Because when you look at the third house and you look at the sign, you will see the basic quality of how your sibling is going to be, how your friends are going to act, and to see what is your sibling doing in your life, what are they bringing into your life. You need to look at where the third lord is going in the chart, and if this will show you the behavior, and the planet sitting there will show you the behavior of your siblings and how you feel when you interact with your siblings. Now, to look at where your efforts in this world is going, where is all your strength is going, you need to look at what planet is controlling the third house. So depending on where the third lord goes in the chart will determine where are you exerting your efforts at in a day-to-day basis. Now let's give example. Let's say the third lord is Mercury. Let's say you're Aries ascendant, right? Aries ascendant. And let's say Mercury is in the sixth house, in the sign of Virgo. Well, now all your effort is going into service because the sixth house is service. This person constantly put a lot of efforts, their house's effort, into their job, into providing a service to other people. This person could be a great nutritionist because Virgo has that health and healing quality. This person is basically always involved in their job. They're very critical when it comes to writing and speaking. You see, that's where the effort is going. It's mainly to the job, mainly to providing a service out there, taking care of people, solving problems. And Mercury is exalted, so very favorable position. Now let's say the third house is being controlled by Mars with the sign of Scorpio. So that means you're a Virgo ascendant. And let's say Mars is in the 10th house. That means Mars is in the sign of Gemini. So this means that all your effort is going towards your public image. On a day-to-day basis, you're out there communicating in a very rough manner, in a very tough manner. You could be a very intense, savvy communicator, and you're always out there to get the business deal done, depending on where Mercury is at, because now that self-effort is going into a sign of Mercury, which is Gemini. So you need to know where Mercury is going now in the chart to really determine, because that's how astrology works. You need to look at where the planet is going. Boom, is going to that sign. But now you need to look at where that other lord of that house is going in the chart. So basically what you're doing with Vedic astrology, you're kind of connecting the dots. The thing about astrology, it's all about connecting. You need to look at where this planet lord with the house is going, the lord, boom, and then you need to look at where that lord is going again in another house, and then you keep going, and then you kind of connect the dots with the sign, and it will give you a beautiful picture of what is going on in the person, because just the sign will give you like the surface, but you need to keep going and connecting the dots. All right, so back at it. Let's say the third house is being controlled by Venus with a sign of Libra. Well, that means you're Leo ascendant. And Venus is going to the first house in the sign of Leo. So this means that your body, your personality is developed through your siblings, through your friends. They brought a lot of communication into you. And not only that, they brought a lot of gains into your life, because it's also known as a Pavapavam concept that I use. You need to count how many places away is a third lord away from his house. So from the third house, Venus is 11 places away from his house, and any 11 place from any house shows gains. This Pavan concept, I will make a video soon so you guys will understand it more clearly. But the third lord, Venus, is going into the ascendant. So what this is showing is that your friends and siblings actually develop your personality. They help you be creative, because now your body is becoming creative, because Venus is sitting the body, in the self. And they brought a lot of communication in you. They help you become a dynamic person. And your family, your siblings and friends will always be involved in your life, especially early on as you grow. Because again, we're speaking of birth chart. Navamsha chart is when you get into marriage, when you develop who you are. That's a different story right there. All right. Another example, last example. Let's say the third lord is in the seventh house, and we're speaking of Jupiter. Jupiter is controlling the third house with the sign of Pisces. So that means you are Capricorn ascendant. Jupiter is in the sign of Cancer. This is a very beautiful position. Why? Because Jupiter is exalted in the sign of Cancer. So this means all your effort and communication is going towards marriage, is going towards taking care of your business, and you will flourish in business. People will feel your positive energy in business. People will love to be around you. You make people happy every time you're around. When you communicate, people just love you. And your spouse, they will be very, very emotionally attached and careful about you, just like you will be to them. So you will get a good spouse with this placement, because Jupiter is in an exalted sign, very happy. And you're going to be a teacher, but again with a business mindset. And people will love to get along with you. Very variable position. So this is how you want to look at it when you're looking at the Lord going to different houses. Now, let's talk about when a planet goes into the third house. So the house is bringing the energy to the third house. So that's different. So let's say we're speaking of your seventh house, and the seventh house is being controlled by Aries, Mars. So this means you're a Libra ascendant. Mars is going to the third house in the sign of Sagittarius. What this is showing me is that you seek and you will get a partner who will speak about with you of higher knowledge, of philosophy, because the seventh lord, which is other people, which is the physical body of your spouse, is going into the sign of Sagittarius. And Mars, number one, is a soldier, is aggressive. So Libra ascendant usually get an aggressive, independent person as their partner, as their marriage partner. And it's going into the sign of Sagittarius, so they will get a person who's very philosophical, who's very straightforward in their belief, and who would like to do a lot of short distance travel and go to a location that will help them broaden their thinking, that will help them think more philosophically, that will help them broaden their mindset with you. And you want your spouse to be able to seem like they're your friend all the time, like they're your siblings. You want to interact with them all the time, and they will increase your willpower. Third house is willpower as well. Beautiful placement again. Now, let's say your sixth house is being controlled by Venus, and Venus with the sign of Taurus, and Venus is going to the third house, so that means it's in the sign of Aquarius. So this means in a daily routine you travel a lot, you go to a lot of places a lot. That's your daily routine, because third house is also short distance travel, and you have great talents with your hand. It could either be musical, or it could be simply just gathering a large amount of, like when you have friends, you don't have a short amount of friends. You have a big, large network circle when it comes to friends, because Venus is in the sign of Aquarius, and Aquarius is more of a broader gathering, everybody thinking mindset. So you have like a big network circle. And you are a very talented person, and you will have a very beautiful relationship with the siblings and friends. You constantly, on a daily routine, you interact with them. Because 6 houses daily routine is what you do repetitively every day. Every individual in this world, I see it with my eyes, I experience it with my eyes in myself and in others. They have the same behaviors, they do the same thing on a daily basis, and that is seen from the 6th house. Like when you wake up, what are the routines that you take? And that is seen by the 6th house where the 6th lord is going. So in this case, the 6th lord is going to the 3rd house. So what this is showing is that a person constantly is involved with their friends and siblings. That's what they love doing, that's where they find their pleasure. They love interacting with them and networking and chatting with just a lot of people, massive amount of people. So, astrologer, elevate your thinking. Make sure to like, share, and subscribe for much more videos of astrology, spirituality, and philosophy. The movement is just getting started. We're getting bigger every single day, and I feel so blessed. Thank you.